Here we go. Back.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, or a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Lawrence. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like
touchdown. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the cosign review, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. From the 27, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. Here's Tua. And a completion to Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Tua going to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A third down gain of 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. Fighting through, and he's got space. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Second and 5 now. Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this a pretty simple part. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll roll him out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Etienne up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll go again with Etienne. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. got his tight end. That's complete. That's Arnold. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, Mostert. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. On play action, here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Fights through it. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that would get it right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They go play action with Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Lawrence on the sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, ETN. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to them.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, That's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon, as he ran off the field after making...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss.
He's got a man complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. So for this losing side, their heads are high as they walk off the field today. And really, you know why there's 3 turnovers made on offense. That's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.